Hello everyone, let's take a look at this second challenge in Mystery of the Secret Sea. Now, like with most second challenges, you are given a preset number of units for this map, and it's basically like a puzzle map, but honestly this is probably one of the most annoying ones they've ever done. So basically what you have here is one of those trade up kind of puzzles, kind of like how where you try to get like the Goron sword in Ocarina of Time, or those annoying long trade chains that you do in RPGs where there's no actual thought involved. You just have to know what thing to trade to the other guy, and then eventually you'll get some kind of shiny sword at the end. But in this case, you just get challenge points and a lot of wasted time. So in this case, what it is that you need to combine these ingredients with Hilda nearby. Hilda is the cook, and you need to combine the ingredients you gather so that you can, well, the final goal is to create the final dish, which will win you the map by giving it to Grenier. But in order to do that, you need to get these two guys on the sides to like you, so that you can take their crops without them getting mad at you. But in order to do that, you have to cook something they like, which is what I'm in the process of doing right now. So one of the most annoying parts of this map is this stupid lobster. This lobster, as you can see, will recover 100% life every single time you hit it. So the way to get past that is to debuff it in a way so that it will die in one hit to Hilda. So what you need to do is that you need to bait one of these slimes over. And then when the slime dies, it'll like kind of explode and do a bunch of debuffs to the lobster, which should allow Hilda to kill it if you buff up with sprint beforehand. Now, I don't need the lobster yet. The lobster is actually for the final dish that you give to Grenier, but it's just better to get this part of the map out of the way. It's easily the most annoying part. So as you can see, the lobster has been debuffed by the slime blowing up and creating some debuff terrain. So now what I want to do is I want to change Hilda into her infantry class. I don't think this was necessary. I just like pressing buttons. Yeah, one thing you should get used to doing on this map is using these class conversion skills over and over, because they actually do run down your cooldowns, and that's pretty useful. I don't believe the time limit is an issue. Well, I mean, it is if you are spending your time feeling around too much, then obviously you're going to run out of time. But this map can be cleared long before you run out of time. Okay, so what I'm doing here is that I'm going to sprint on Hilda so she can get an attack buff. And alongside the lobster getting debuffed by this annoying fog, I can use Hilda's... So I can use Hilda's attack skill here and just take out the lobster. So like I said, I don't need the lobster yet. The lobster is used for later when I need to cook something for Grenier, but again, I want to get that thing out of the way. Honestly, that's the most irritating part of the map, and once you have that out of the way, I think the rest of it isn't too hard to figure out. So since I killed the wolf earlier, I was able to get the ingredients to get this guy over here to like me, and he'll allow me to take the berries he has without getting mad. So these guys that guard these crops, like, they'll just kill you in one hit if you take their crops without asking or without getting them to like you. Now you can use this, if you're near completion of the map and you think you can just steal their crops, then you can do that. But I don't think I'm near that yet, so... what the rest of the map is going to be is that, okay, so Letitia is going to pick up the berries, and she is going to run back up, while Helena is going to pick up the egg that is next to the bird. Helena changed into her archer class so that she can kill the bird in one hit. She will get the eggs, teleport up, and steal one of the ingredients in the middle of the fort. And because she has teleport, she's pretty much the only option you can use to get in there and safely get out. Because she has teleport, and then, what is it, like, the Phyrexia skill that lets you switch spots with an enemy unit. So, okay, we steal an egg, and for some reason it only gives egg whites because it's some kind of freak of nature. So, Hilda's just back at the base, protecting the protecting the oven because I think it actually dies in one hit. So if it gets hit, you just lose. So the woman up top wants some kind of dessert, I think. So you use the berries plus the eggs to make some kind of cake, I believe it was, which is the jelly. That's what it is. Okay, so I gotta get Letitia back up there, and I just have to give the jelly to Letitia so that she can run it up to the woman up there and then pick up the crop from her. Alternatively, I could have just stolen her crop, as I mentioned earlier. That is an option. But whatever the case, I think if you follow my steps here, I think you should be able to clear it without any sort of RNG. This is one of those maps. It's one of those maps where once you figure it out, it's easy, but it's just annoying to figure it out because it's not really something that tests your intelligence or your puzzle-solving skills. It just feels like one of those trial and error things until you figure out what it is you're supposed to do. Anyway, yeah, once you get the crop from up top, that should be enough to create. Well, you need to get another berry from the grove down under, which is why Helena is actually going to displace herself out of this castle, and then she can teleport down south to pick up another berry once the jelly is created for Letitia, who will run it up to the north part of the map. And then you should have the ingredients to make the stupid lobster for Grenier. And then the end dialogue is pretty funny because Hilda says she added onions to the lobster to make it taste good. And my reaction to that is that like onions aren't some kind of super rare ingredient, and Grenier sucks at cooking. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this one. Just follow this video, and you should have no problem. I'm sure there are other solutions to it, but this is one of the maps where I don't blame people for not bother spending the time to figure it out. It's pretty annoying. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.